Find a hobby that makes you money. That is some good advice, I think, and that's how my magic started. It was just a hobby for fun. And I was out of school and I was working, and pretty soon one day somebody offered me money for what I had already done for them. And I'm like, wow, I never thought of charging money, and I decided to start charging money, and it was a very, very good decision. I grew up in Dubuque, and then ended up living in Moline, and grew up there till I was 18. And I've always stayed in the Quad City area the entire time, and just outside, and then moved to Davenport here. And so I've been here for about 17 years roughly. Because I know it so well and grew up in here, I know how things work, and I've made a lot of contacts over the years, and I do a lot of favors for people, which helps me, because when I need a favor, it usually comes back around. So I think just the interacting and marketing with everybody, I think we all kind of look out for each other, like, hey, I know somebody that can do this, and they know somebody that can do what I do, and that type of a thing. As a professional magician, in my other job selling children's books, I'm an independent sales rep for a company. I also host performer showcases for the state of Iowa, Illinois, South Dakota, and North Dakota. And when I was doing these showcases, they had science places coming, but I noticed that they didn't really bring fun stuff. I mean, they're good, I'm not putting them down, they're all great places. But there was just something like the wow factor left out a little bit. And so I had talked to some of my friends about doing it. I said, hey, there's a need for this, I'm too busy, and with everything else that I do. And they tried coming up with some stuff, but it just wasn't the wow thing again. And so one day I just decided to come up with and do it myself. I was always pretty well established here as a magician. I've been a comedy magician here for a long time, and it takes a long time to build up your clientele, and I have a very, very good clientele. And so if I move somewhere else, I'd kind of be starting all over again. And not that I couldn't do that, I'm pretty well established here. And honestly, I travel to 9 different states now, so it doesn't really matter which city I pick. During the 17 years of working with libraries, I have built up a strong relation to them, a very good reputation. They know me, and they know I try to do quality stuff, and I only recommend quality people. So when I put together the science business, there was already like a built-in market of people that I've worked with in the reputation. So when they found out we went into science, they tried it, they liked it, it was an instant success. We have clients that have constantly booked us year after year because they're always getting something different. And so as long as we can keep offering them something different, right now just with the science, I think I have 10 to 15 different programs. So if they had one each year, it'd be 10, 15 years before they'd have to repeat one. And we've been in business strong for 4 years now, but we have cool stuff like Van de Graaff generators where you put your hand on it and the hair sticks out. We have the lasers. I think we're the only mobile science place that actually brings lasers to the establishment, because the main factor is keeping the audience's eyes safe. You can't have them all wear protective goggles because, the kids are going to take them off during the routine. But we found a way to do that. We have a mega levitator where I think we're one of the few places, the only place you can get them is the Netherlands. I mean, there's one place in the world. So we're looking for cool stuff like that we can do. We try to throw fire into our routines, and we're allowed into a lot of places that normally don't allow fire, such as schools and stuff. But once we show them how we handle the safety part of it and a little demonstration, they're like, oh, yeah, you can do that. And so we've had pretty good luck with some of the stuff we do. I want to keep building the science. We've worked with some big companies. We just had the Nebraska State Fair ask us to come and perform for 3 days. Like I said, we're in 9 states in just 4 years. Every year we seem to add on a couple more states, and it's just incredible. So I want to add to that. We have regular customers that hire us regularly now for shows because we have so much to offer. And so I've actually been thinking, and this is not definite yet, but I've actually been thinking of like in a butterfly tent, the monarch butterflies and stuff. Those are very popular. It's a hot topic right now. And I know people that do this, and it goes over quite well, actually. So that's one venue, possibly, but we're always going to keep adding onto the science, keep building. The bubble section of it is just really exploded immensely. And so we're just going to be busy, busy, busy next year. I'm an entertainer, and as a magician, I'm trying to put up smiles on kids' faces. I'm trying to reach children, reach adults even. It's not just for children. And using that, when I went into the science business, I am specifically hiring children's entertainers who are good with kids and can reach kids through the entertainment. Catching their attention first is the main thing. And we tie that in with the science. So most of my science staff are children's entertainers. And so I think that gives us an edge because, again, not to put other science places down, but when they're doing their thing, sometimes they're given the information, but there's no reaching the child, type of thing. They're kind of sometimes going over their heads and stuff. Find something that you enjoy. The best advice I've ever heard from anybody was, if you're in a job that you can't wait to retire, you're in the wrong job. And I thought, that's very good advice. And I love what I do, and I can't see myself retiring. I love it.